fussy child? Are you having, like difficult moments trying to get your child to eat? Is it becoming more frustrating that you don't know what to do? Do not worry about that. You should try some of these tricks I've been using for my kids and which has been working so perfectly for me. I believe you'll be so amazed that you started applying these new tricks to the ones you've been doing before, obviously. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about parenting, well-being and lifestyle. New here, my name is Cynthia Ofadile. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some top tricks and tips on how to get your child to eat or your children to eat more healthy food. We're going to navigate through the tricks. If you want to see more of my interesting tips and contents I share, why not subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share so you don't miss any of my videos. So now let's dive in today's topic. As parents, sometimes we kind of find it so difficult or so challenging. We feel so frustrated, especially when we make a very nice meal and we give it to our kids and they end up rejecting our meal. Sometimes I feel that way. I feel so frustrated and angry, like I've spent over an hour in the kitchen just to make this lovely dish for you and you'll be like, no, I don't want it. It doesn't really, feel good. Nobody wants to have that kind of feelings, especially as a parent. But do not worry, I am going to share with you some of my top tricks which I've been using with my kids and they don't even know that I've been doing this and it's been working so perfectly. My kids now enjoy to eat lots of healthy food. Now let's talk about it. Make your child's food colorful. Yes, so when you give them food, add lots of colors. Even as a grown-up, when we go to a restaurant, we want to eat, we want the food to be appealing, to be appetizing. It doesn't matter what the cost of the food might be. All we want is looking at the plate, you'll be like, oh, this is so yummy, and you start salivating. That also happens to kids. So if you present their food in a more colorful way, you find them wanting to eat the food. It will be more inviting to them. Get your child or children to decorate their food by themselves. For instance, with my kids, I give them jam or whatever they want. So Sundays or Saturdays is usually the day I give them a treat. So what I do is I give them, if it's chocolate spread they want, jam spread, that's fine, or even if it's peanut spread, what they want and the fruits they want, I let them make that choice. So when they pick, I say, you do your own decoration, whatever you want with your favorite animal cutter. While they are making the design, some are going into their mouths, which is absolutely fine. It's a very good trick. This one works like magic. Before you know what is going on, they have finished their bread, whatever is on the plate. I used to give my kids egg, boiled egg, just like that in the plate. They'll look at it and say, yucky, I don't want that, I don't like egg, mommy. So I now devised another means, went to the shop, bought egg cup. I finished boiling the egg, I placed it in the cup. You won't believe what is going on. My kids started eating eggs. Now they will be the ones who wake up and say, mommy, can we have some boiled egg please? This is just so amazing, just so magical. You won't believe how much these kids want to eat egg since I started using that trick. Try and do like a pretend play with your kids. If you have like role play toys where they can do like baking or chef or whatever, thing that has to do with vegetables and food and tea party sets, something like that. Just let them pretend and pretend with them as well that we are cooking food and doing all those things. That's another way to make them start thinking towards eating their food, because when they're pretending to eat that, you also bring the real food and say, this is how we do the real food. Make it fun, make it playful. Vegetables into soup and smoothies or purees, whatever you want. So yeah, trying to get kids to eat vegetables sometimes can be a little bit tricky, especially if they are seeing the leaves. So guys, listen to this. Guys, who wants to eat some spinach?
No, thank you. I don't want to eat some spinach.
Are you sure?
No.
It's very sweet. It's the leaf. When you eat it, it's so yummy. You want to try some?
Yes, please. I'm going to try some, but this time I'm going to spit it out of my mouth.
Oh, you try it, but you spit it out of your mouth.
Spit it. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Spinach.
You don't like spinach?
It's green.
It's green. So, watch this. Have your drink. There you go.
Okay, it's nice.
You like it?
Yeah.
That is it.
It's a strawberry.
Okay guys, so this is the trick to get them to eat lots of vegetables. So because with the kids you just have to figure out some tricks to use. We don't force them to eat. If you give your child food and they say they don't want to eat, that's fine. Take your food, cover your food, keep it in the kitchen. When they're hungry, they'll come back for that food, definitely. This has worked a couple of times with me and my kids. I don't go about chasing them, forcing them to eat. Okay, eat your food. No, that's fine. I'll take the food. Jajao to my kitchen. Cover the food. Wahala. Close. Matter. Close. When they are hungry, no be person go tell them. They will just come quickly and start demanding for their food, and I'll bring the same food again and present to them, and they'll eat it. You see this brain? That's parenting, my dear. These kids, they can't trick us because we are wiser than them, but sometimes they think they are wiser than us. Some common mistakes we all make as parents, even me, I make that same mistake, is providing alternatives. So when you provide alternatives for your child, you have given them, like in their brain, they now have an idea, oh, I can now ask for something else and my mom or dad is going to provide that for me. So if you don't provide alternatives, they know that, oh, you're stuck with that food, you have to eat it now. Be patient and calm when you're trying to feed your child. I know it's not easy as a parent, we're always in a hurry to do something else or go to the kitchen, do laundry, this or that, here and there, or even go to work. But sometimes when we have the time, we just have to be patient with our children, Try and talk to them in a nice way. Sometimes, look, let me tell you this, my son is a very picky eater. So he's very picky and fussy when it comes to eating food, because he's at that stage of 2 years old, and those 2 years old, they have their moments when it doesn't go well with them. That's when I make food for him, he'll be like, I don't like this, mom. He'll start crying. He'll be like, okay, that's fine. What do you want? He'll be like, lollipop, lollipop. Lollipop what? I'm like, no, I'm not giving you lollipop for breakfast. So at that moment, he will kick off more and he'll cry and cry and cry. I said, okay, fine, you can cry as much as you want. I'm not giving you lollipop. That's not the best way to do it. So what that means I devised is, I'll come to him and say, JC, he'll listen to me and say, now, we have to eat breakfast first. He likes cheese. I'm going to make you nice cheese and egg and some jam sandwich. Do you like jam sandwich? You'll be like, yes, mommy. I say, okay. We are going to have jam sandwich first. When you finish having your jam sandwich, then we'll think about having lollipop. Is that a good idea? He'll be like, yes. That moment, I've won the case. But some days, I don't win. But what I do, I don't give him lollipop. I just let him calm down. When he calms down, then we can go over it again. At that moment, I'm calm. Because I notice whenever I'm not calm, and I go like, flapping about, it makes the matter worse. But whenever I calm myself down, bring myself down to his level, and I talk to him, he tends to listen to me more. So parents, why not try this strategies I'm listing out here? What food, make it less spicy. So if you want to give your child food and it becomes so spicy, believe me, they will not eat it. They'll just be screaming and drinking lots of water. They won't even eat it. It happened to me before and I learned my lesson. So in my house, we barely use, like pepper, all those tiny chilies. No, I don't use it in my house. I just use a very tiny bit of pepper just to add a little bit of, spice in it. But if I need extra pepper, I add to my own personally, because I know they've got sensitive mouth. So because of that, they need their food to be less spicy for them to be able to eat it. When you're making your child's food, why not try means like, instead of giving them in a round plate, why not try using like a partition plates that have like dividers where you can put like some carrots or some green beans or just anything, or you can put some soup or some semo on one side. Like my kids now, so local, they are just pure Nigerian children. Their favorite food is soup, Nigerian soup and semo, and they even know the name. They call it ofe, ofe with an accent. So I usually tell them, this is ofe, this is moi moi. I am very, very local when it comes to teaching my kids, to know where they are coming from and the type of food we eat in Nigeria as Nigerians, even though we live in that. Please let me know what you think about the top tricks I have shared with you. Which one is your favorite, and which one do you find more helpful for you and your child? If you have any questions or anything you would like to ask me about, I'll be so happy to answer all your questions. Whatever that you think you are not happy with or you're not satisfied with, you want to talk about, feel free to leave me a message in the comment section, or even in my email, or you can also find me on social media handles. I also leave my social media handles on the description box. I'm willing to answer any of your questions. These are the simple tricks I've been using with my kids, and believe me, it's been working so well. And since I've been doing this, it's been working for me. I want this to also work for you as well, because anything that is good for me is also good for you. That's why I love sharing useful information to all my friends and fans. So written about this in my blog also. You can go visit my blog, read more. There are other tips I've also written down. Sorry for the noise, it's just when you're trying to do. If there's any video or any topic you want me to talk about, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, or you can also send me an email at info@thesplendor.com. If you feel like you want to send it privately, I am happy to read all your messages and I'll be replying as soon as I. So that will be all for now. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. Stay positive and be happy.